This is the brief on the shifting dynamics and critical challenges within the modern media landscape. Okay, so we dove into how media, both old school and digital, are shaping things, and wow. The big takeaway, public confidence has seriously collapsed, hitting historic lows. First off, let's talk about this public trust crisis. I mean, the numbers are kind of shocking. Only 31% of Americans actually trust media reports. That's a massive drop from like 70% back in the 70s. And this distrust, it's super partisan. You've got 54% of Democrats saying they trust the media, but only 12% of Republicans. A huge factor here is who owns the media. When wealthy folks use outlets basically as political tools, well, that's called instrumentalism. They might push specific politicians, or they might just favor their own business interests. It really sways things. Second, looking at young people. It's a whole different ballgame. Digital platforms totally rule. Think about it. 90% of teens are on YouTube. And then you've got TikTok and Instagram, both around 60%. This means tons of screen time. Over half of US teens spend 4 or more hours a day on screens. And that's not counting schoolwork. And here's the concerning part. Teens with that much screen time, they show higher rates of anxiety and depression compared to kids who spend less time glued to screens. Finally, let's touch on algorithms. You know, those things that personalize your social media feeds? Well, they create these echo chambers where you mostly see stuff you already agree with and filter bubbles that just sort of intensify political divides because you're not seeing other viewpoints. So what's the defense against all this? It really comes down to media literacy. And there's some good news. Lots of young people, like teens in Norway, are getting pretty savvy, cross-checking stuff they see online with trusted news sources. So, tackling this complex media world really means pushing for better media literacy, helping everyone engage critically with all the info out there.